talk it over.
Hello, Cape Ann music fans. This is Local Music Scene with Allen Estes, and I'm Allen Estes, and welcome to our show. Once again, as always, we appreciate you supporting live music, and which we have plenty of on here on Cape Ann. And I'm going to do a little different today. I have a special guest with me who is a DJ at 104.9 North Shore Radio, so I'm going to let you put a face to the voice and say hello to Aurelia Nelson.
Hi.
Hi, Aurelia.
I'm so thrilled to be on your show finally.
Well, I've been on your show a bunch of times, and
yeah.
we've had a blast. And thank you so much for what you folks do for live music. And that's why we wanted to have you on, because we're going to talk about some of these opportunities that you have out there, just like what we do out there for people that want to get seen and heard, and which is very important. North Shore Radio covers a big, wide swath now, don't you? You have millions of listeners.
Well, we have the opportunity for millions of listeners.
Yeah.
People have to tune us in, but you really can hear us from about Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Seacoast, New Hampshire, right through Merrimack Valley, around 495, and then east to the coast, to about the Tobin Bridge. You start to lose us.
Yeah.
But we have a really good niche right here on the North Shore in Merrimack Valley, and it's really, we had our transmitter in Gloucester for years. We moved the transmitter, a few years ago to Topsfield, and actually moved that whole broadcast circle a little bit west because we were broadcasting about 10 miles out into the ocean. So we were able to move that all west and kind of get more in the Merrimack Valley.
So less fish get to listen to you now.
Yeah, less fish. I'm sorry, but they don't need it. They're good.
that's true. They got their own thing going on, their own kind of music.
There you go. And we're celebrating 10 years of Curtain Up. So Curtain Up was a show that we started with the North Shore Music Theater. When the Music Theater first came back online, they were looking for a way to kind of tell their story directly to the audience.
Yep.
So they would buy a half hour, and it was produced by Mike Cesari at the Music Theater. And then he just got too busy. So at that point, I took it over.
Excellent.
And it's been 10 years, and we've been incorporating local music and performance and as many venues as we can put out there, as much stuff going on as we can.
Well, Curtain Up is on every Sunday morning.
Right, 11 a.m.
And it really caters to the local music or local businesses or local plays or however you can give a hand helping people that are locally out there.
Right.
And that's one of your big things that you've done for local musicians. And at 4 o'clock in the afternoons, you have an artist kind of spotlight. What's that
We have a local artist spotlight. We started that about a year ago now, and we invite people to submit well-produced MP3s, or people will stop by with CDs or any way that they want to send it to us digitally, and we just put them on the air. We just give a little blurb about the artist. And we've had you on, we've had John Butcher, we've had the local guys, but we've also had people from all over the North Shore. And there's really there's such great music out there.
Absolutely.
Great music.
And that's a great segue, because you brought some guests in here today that are going to perform for us. And they're called Freda World Music, right?
Correct, yep.
So could you give us a little idea of how that all came about? Because are they from Linfield or something?
They are from Linfield.
Okay.
They were doing a show at Lynn Auditorium, and that's when I first met them. They were looking to promote the show. And there was just something about these guys. They are singer-songwriters. They're brothers. Italian. They grew up singing together in Italy. And then both of them are really well-educated musicians. They both have master's degrees in music. They write their own material. And their vocalist, Ryan Murray, is just amazing. Just what a versatile voice she has. And I just really liked these guys. And they are different. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted them here, because they're not the typical like Cape Ann artists that you'll see.
Yep.
They employ a lot of opera and just really big sounds. And when you see them perform on a stage, they have a 24-piece orchestra behind them.
Wow.
They're really amazing. And Tony Freda does the orchestrations, and Joe writes the music.
Excellent.
And
let's listen to a song.
I wanted Gloucester to hear them.
Yeah,
so I'm very excited to present Freda World Music. And this song is called Never Let Go.
Okay.
Il sole spunta piano all'orizzonte luce illumina il cielo, il vento soffia nei capelli arresi sul tuo viso, nei tuoi occhi vedi il mare che bacia i suoi scogli.
Every time you hold me, I'm lost in time. I feel my heart trembling while in your arms. It feels so right when you touch me, kiss me softly. In your eyes I see the sunlight shining through me.
Sento in me un amore così grande, sento in me tanta voglia di amarti.
For you, I'll stop the world from turning.
Sarai che non you forever. Non c'è vita senza amore.
E un mondo freddo senza cuore.
Io ti amo, amore mio, stammi vicino, sempre insieme. Domani finisse il mondo, noi due per sempre saremo insieme.
If tomorrow the sun won't shine, I'll close my eyes and
Never let go of you. Sento in me un amore così grande, sento in me tanta voglia di amarti.
for you, I'll stop the world from turning.
Sarai che non you forever. If tomorrow the sun will shine, I close my eyes, never let go. You never
Well, we're back. That was unbelievable.
Aren't they amazing?
Unbelievable. Wow.
You should see them on a big stage, right?
With
at
a
Lynn
full
Auditorium-
orchestra.
With a full orchestra. The last time they
What
performed like
powerful
this.
voices.
Oh, yes. They were on stage at the Larkham, and they had 24-piece orchestra at this point, 12 strings, 12 violins, and it was just amazing. And you can get their CD. If you go to fredaworldmusic.net, you can find out how to purchase their CDs. You can see their videos. Their videos are incredible.
Well, you got a little brochure there,
I
some
have
stuff.
this
Why don't you
brochure.
hold that up for our cameras?
This brochure, this is Freda World Music. This tells you all about the artists themselves.
Okay.
There are 4 of them. It's Joe and Tony Freda,
Yep.
and Ryan Murray and her brother Chris sings harmonies as well. They also have this DVD and CD.
Yeah, hold that CD up,
Hold
too.
that CD up.
There you go.
This is actually 2 pieces. One is a DVD and one is a CD.
Oh,
and so you can get all the
nice.
information. So what I always think of is the kind of music that you might hear on a PBS special, that very lush, produced sound, And as you can hear, they can hit the notes.
Yeah.
These guys can hit the notes.
Another great segue, Aurelia. So, quickly, tell me how they approached you. So, because I know that there's 2 different things. Curtain Up is more of a live performance.
Correct.
I mean,
correct.
especially when it's music.
Right.
Like when I've done it with you, I come in and I play.
Right.
And that is what it is. When you're doing an artist spotlight at 4 o'clock, it's got to have a decent sound.
Right,
It's more than
right.
just a good song and a good performance. It's,
Right.
Because you can't. It's got to be quality CD,
But
right?
as you know, you can produce music now on this little teeny tiny iPad, whereas when you were coming up, right, you needed a whole studio
Oh,
to
of
be able to
course.
do the kinds of sounds that these kids are getting out on just, the smallest. The smallest package, they can do this stuff.
Yeah.
And, we've had a lot of the people that you've had on your show, I've had on my show. Josh and Alexandra, all these great young
Yep.
artists, a lot of Berkeley kids.
Yep.
And they are doing stuff production-wise that we never even thought
Oh, no,
of.
it's really good. I guess what I'm saying though is that is telling the viewing audience, if you want to submit something,
Right.
it's got to be the proper
It's gotta-
quality.
Exactly. It's got to be well produced.
Yeah,
right.
it's got to transfer over to the radio airwaves good. Not
Right.
just like, well, it's a great song and a great performance,
Right.
but it's just not good quality.
You know what? We put that out there, and there is so much quality. We get quality production.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, we probably have 250 artists now on this list. We have a couple of multiples from different places or different people and different groupings. There might be a duet with somebody, and then there might be a solo. The same person might send a solo. So there's a lot of different ways that we get this music. The other thing we try and do is kind of match it. There might be some things going on. For Women's History Month, I tried to feature a lot of women. Great singer-songwriter Megan Wolf. She has this awesome song.
She's a
called-
Gloucester girl.
Yes, she is. That's, she has a song called That Girl, which I really loved. Charlie Farron, local
yep.
guy, right?
Yep.
He has a song called Boston Strong, the Boston Anthem.
Yep.
So we play that for Patriots Day. So we try and kind of match things and kind of make it work and make it fun. If people have a show coming up, for instance, Fly Amaro, we'll play his song. We just played him and John Hall for a show they have coming up, Miranda Russell. So we try and feature that.
Excellent. Well, while we have Freda Music Group here, let's World Music here. Let's get them to do another song.
Sure. This one is called Call Me. This is Freda World Music. Ryan Murray singing Call Me. You're going to love it.
Excellent.
I never said it was easy to be on your own. It breaks my heart to see you going. After all, it's part of growing. When you're young, you're forgiven, 'cause mistakes are part of living. It is okay deceiving. It's hard to know which way to turn. If you need a helping hand, think of me as your friend. When you're down and feeling lonely, I'll be here if you need to call me. It is okay to feel alone, as long as you know this is what you want, so call me. And if you choose to say goodbye, remember I'll always be by your side, just call me. Go on your own now. Don't stop and turn around. Keep moving. It is okay to feel alone, as long as you know this is what you want, so call me. And if you choose to say goodbye, remember I'll always be by your side, just call me. Go on your own now. Don't stop and turn around. Keep moving. Call me anytime. Anytime you want. If you lose your way, I'll be your guiding light. You can count on me. Call me anytime. If you lose your way, I'll be by your side. I never said it was easy.
Wow.
Did I
Some
tell you?
diversity in style there, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that girl can sing. That girl can sing.
You know, and you can tell it oozes out of them. They love doing what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah, and it's really funny because you talk about like you sing with your brothers, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So you talk about like sibling harmony, and they're really tough on each other when they're practicing and stuff. It's kind of funny to watch. I hosted their show at the Larkham Theater. I introduced them and stuff, so I got to watch the sound check and everything, and they were just giving each other such a hard time, as brothers can do. But then,
Yeah.
but then when they were performing, it was just magic.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And I know that North Shore Radio 104.9 has changed some formats over the years, but you have such a appreciative group of listeners here on Cape Ann, and it's wonderful.
Right. And, we try and stay as local as we can. I mean, it's a business, and you have to evolve with business,
Yep.
Bringing in younger sounds, broadening your audience. But we still try and keep the local flavor. We do a lot of remotes, and we're on site at a lot of places. We keep the high school football. We try and keep the local happenings, and as much as we can do, because hey, we all have to work together, and we all have to make music together.
And
right?
in that way, there's a lot of parallels between what you folks do at North Shore Radio and what goes on here at 1623 Studios.
Exactly.
And I mean, people, embrace that, and so I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I know you are too.
Yeah, and some of my favorite times are when you're in the studio, because you just know everybody and you're so easy to work with and so much fun, and we always have a great time.
We do.
And I
We
love that.
have a great
I love
time.
that.
Yep.
And that's the whole music scene on Cape Ann, and really the whole North Shore.
Yeah.
It's like a big backyard, right?
Especially in the summer.
Yes.
And in 3 years or so, 3.5 years, we're coming up on the 400th anniversary.
That's gonna
I'm
be
sure
huge.
you folks are going to be very involved in
Right,
that,
right.
as we are here at 1623. So.
And I was thinking about, in the 10 years that Curtain Up has been on the air, all of the venues, right? The Cabot, the Larkham, the so many new venues that have come up, Blue Ocean Music Hall, so many different
9
places.
Wallace Street,
9
yeah.
Wallace, and different places. You can see music, live music, every night of the week now.
Yeah. And Lynn Auditorium.
Lynn Auditorium.
Yeah, they're all doing really well.
Absolutely.
And thankful to you people, because you go out there and you buy tickets to see these shows, and I mean, because it couldn't happen without you.
Well, you know what? And I think that's what you and I are about, getting people out and seeing stuff. I say it's the first 5 minutes. If you can just get off the couch and get on the road, you're always so happy when you get to that venue, right? You're always so happy you did it. And you say, why don't I do it more often?
Yeah,
right?
yep.
If we want to have a viable performance community, people have to get out and buy tickets.
Yep, absolutely. Well, you do a wonderful job. I love I love listening to the radio station. I love being a part of it, and love having you come on and be on my show. So we're still trying to get out there and promote live music. And what you folks have there, very quickly, I want to let you know, is Jay Foss, who works with you.
Right.
And he's
He
like,
makes us all sound
well,
so good.
he's the head
huh?
engineer. You guys have some really nice, sophisticated equipment. A lot of radio stations, it's just like, well, just play loud and kind of, here's a mic and kind of sing and play into it. You guys set it up right, and you make the music sound good, and that's so important.
Well, that's what we try to do, I mean, all you can do is the best you can, right? And you have to be out there, and you've got to always, and if it's not working, change it up, We've all heard no before. Try again.
Well, they let you do that, which is wonderful.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. It's a good
Excellent.
thing. So we invite people to keep listening and send us your stuff. If you're a musician and you're watching and you have a well-produced CD, a well-produced MP3, get it to us. We'll be happy to give it a listen and feature you. And we love it. We love it when we see it on Facebook and people are so excited. There's nothing like hearing yourself on the radio.
It's a great opportunity, folks out there, if you want to take that next step from just sitting in your living room or maybe doing a few gigs here and then really get it out there and to reach a lot of people. It's got to be good quality, but go for it.
Hey.
And then that'll lead maybe to a spot on Curtain Up and more gigs.
Or on your show.
My show too, yeah, absolutely.
Work together. So do we have time for one more?
We have
Freda
time for
World
one
music?
more song,
so
yes, we do.
this one is called Senzata.
Oh, okay.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay, well, Aurelia, thank you so much for being on.
Alan,
Aurelia
thank you for
Nelson,
having me. Thank
and
you.
It was a pleasure and love working with you. We have fun.
We do.
We do, absolutely.
I am no longer sure I'm in love with you. It isn't easy to say how I feel. The love inside of me somehow has gotten cold. And for a while now, I've wanted you to know. I remember when cottage wind coming down. Somehow we've grown apart, and I can't change the way I feel.
Vorrei capire queste tue parole, ma io non posso fermare questo dolore. È una tristezza che non mi lascia stare, come una canzone